In Photoshop, you can apply all kinds of glitch effects, noise effects to create interesting artifacts on an image. This is done in the Photoshop beta, so please download it from the Creative Cloud if you haven't got it. Okay, how to start. Got this image here. What I now need to do is apply a parametric filter to it. Okay, go to Filter and then Parametric Filters. Select that and straight away you get this list of parametric filters. The one you want is Filter Glitch. You've got loads of other brilliant ones. They've just added a new one, Embroidery, which is super powerful. But this one, Filter Glitch, is here. And click. And as soon as you do that, you will get this really amazing noise effect. You can still just about make out the car, sort of. It's just a line effect straight across. And what you can do, you can modify it in numerous ways. So let's just remove this now. I don't need those anymore. And you get this as well, parametric properties. The top, you've got options here for the resolution. You can change that. I'm just going to go with medium, but you can go for high and ultra. Makes it slightly slower, but apparently produces a better image effect. Also, you can go for presets. You can go for highly glitched, which I think is fine. Vertical mild glitch. Personally, I think it's still not particularly mild, but you can see it goes vertically as well. And you can see then slightly glitched. Personally, don't think that's slightly glitched, but big steps and so on. So there's a number of options there just from that. There's one here. This is slightly glitched. That's probably one of my presets, I think. Now, with that, you can modify the glitch settings here. You've got glitch density. So just go here, just drag it over. And you'll notice at this point, it goes to 1. Now, some of these sliders will bounce back and you'll be able to extend it. But for this, 1 is the highest density. So if you want a slight glitch effect, just maybe put it down to a 0.13 or something. You can also modify the intensity and you can see what I mean. See, it bounces back. So if I just drag this, it goes to 2. Now I've got 2 there. I can now drag it again. It goes to 4. Drag it again. It goes to 8. Now, of course, what you can also do is you can enter the value here. So you can always go and enter, say, 32. You don't need to use the slider if you don't want that. So you've got this design. You can still just about make out the car in this. But also what you can do is you can change the blur intensity. And that creates a nice effect as well. So it's just blurs all those lines. Creates a nice smooth line. And the thing is, it does the same. You notice it goes back. It's got 1 there. You can just drag this now at 2. It blurs it a bit more, so let's just put it, say, 12. I don't know what the limit is, but you can then create these lovely streaks across the image. And you, of course, can then modify density. Maybe not that much, but say about 0. And you can get some lovely colourful streaks across your image like that. Sort of motion blur effect, very quickly done. Also, what you can do is you can modify the glitch angle. So you can just change it. So just go for there, 176, or go to, say, 90. So let's just drag that to about 90, 91, and it's vertical. So you can just put it 180. Of course, it's going to be exactly the same as 0. You'll notice you've got the bottom, you've got transform. Now, unfortunately, in the beta, for some weird reason, on my version anyway, it does not work. Please put in the comments below if this feature works for you, the transform. It's a very powerful feature. You've got repeats, offsets, scales, angle, etc. But for some weird reason, just ignores it for me. Used to work, but it doesn't work now. Now, what you can do, again, you can modify these, glitch density. You can push it really to the extreme. It becomes virtually a motion blur at that point. So I'm just going to go to this as well. Presets. You can add your own presets. So if you want, you think, well, this one is another vertical one. So click plus, and you can then give it a name. It doesn't give you much space, does it? No, that's really terrible. Okay, vertical blur. Something like that, and create. It's there. So you can see now, if I go down, you can see I've got a few there as well. Okay, so you've got this effect applied. Well, what you can do is you can use the layers panel. And here's the layers panel. Really useful because you'll notice you get the smart filter. So smart filters mean you can turn it off, turn it on, just go to parametric filter, you can remove it very quickly just by clicking there. You can at any point just double click that, brings up this panel. It's all obviously already displayed anyway, and you can modify the properties, so you can vary it. It's not fixed, so you can always go at any point, just change that and see, set the density there and modify it like that. But also what you can do is you can completely turn it off, but you can also duplicate this smart filter effect. So go to the Alt Option key on your keyboard, that's the key thing, Alt Option, and then just go here to the parametric filter itself and just drag. And now what's happened, it's duplicated that parametric filter. You've got two effects now, which does mean you can go to this one, double click again, makes sense, you've got this panel here. You can then go here and think, well, you know what, the angle, I don't want that angle, I want that one, back to the default one. So it's now crisscross. So you've got up and down and a left to right as well. Lovely sort of beautiful blurring effect that you can then modify even further, because you've got over here, you've got a few more options. You can blend them. Now you can blend also the layers as well. And that's the thing I'm going to show in a sec. But you can also blend here. So just go this side, just go to the top one. So here's the top one here. This is obviously below, but this one's the top one. So double click. And then just go here and you can say, oh, you know what, I want darken. And you get that effect. Go here, linear burn. And you can try it and you can get a whole range of different options here. So pin light. Go with hard mix. And so on. You can see you can create some interesting effects. Difference, maybe not so much. Subtract, and so on. I'm just going to stick with normal, but I just wanted to point out that you can use blending modes there as well. Also, because it's a layer, you see it's above here, this one background, what you can do, you can apply blend modes to that as well. So just go here and darken, color burn, and go through all these ones, and you can see a variety of different designs created very quickly. This one, obviously, linear light. What you can also do is apply effects to it as well. So you've got this effect, you don't have to just keep it the glitch effect. So you've got that glitch, let's just put it back to normal there. You can always go to filter, and you could go maybe with stylize, oil paint. So oil paint, you can go with stylize, and I've set them to 8, 7.6, turn the lighting off, and click OK. And that gives a sort of oil paint effect to your parametric filter, your glitch effect. Also, if you don't like them straight, you can always modify them a bit further. So filter, you could use liquify, that's always a great option, but maybe go to distort, go to wave. And in wave, you can then apply this effect. Now, let's just go wave, and I'm just going to change amplitude. Now, the whole effect is, of course, modified. It's not just, unfortunately, those lines. It'd be nice if it was, but you can just go like that, and you can see you can create a variety of different, and you can also randomize. Click OK. And you can see the effect like that. So you've got this glitch effect, but with a wavy mix, a real, obviously quite a mess of an image, but a great possible background image as well, which of course you can then modify, apply adjustments and so on to recolor it and tweak it in other ways. And of course what you can also do, you can always remove them as well. So if you don't want that, you don't want the oil paint, just go back to the parametric filters. And again, you can still modify these. You can also, here, it's another great option, is with that one selected. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't actually say which one's selected at this point, but I'm just going to double click to make sure it's that one. Yeah. So hopefully I can modify that one, and I can also randomize it. So randomize, and you can see just subtle randomization, just subtle changes. Now, it doesn't change all the angles and all those sort of things, or etc., but it does modify some of the settings, so you can just randomize it and see you can get slight different effects there. And now I'm just going to close that, and again go to this one, double click that one, OK, always pops up with that panel, and you can again randomize that one as well. So randomize, and you can see a variety of different options available there as well. Another great thing about the glitch filter is that it's a smart filter and you can add masks. So where's the mask? Well, the mask is here. Smart Filters Mask. You can see this little white box here. What you can do with that selected, you can go over here to the shape, so rectangle tool or any other shape. Go to pixels, set it to black, and simply click and drag. And over there, you can now see you've got the original image, and also at the side, you've got the glitch as well. And of course, you can tweak this, apply effects to it as well, and modify it in all kinds of ways. So maybe you might decide, you know what, I want a slightly wavy mask. Well, with this mask selected here, you can just simply go to filters and down to say distort and wave. And now you can see the effect here. You can of course modify a number of generators, etc. But you can click OK. And now instead of having just obviously a straight mask, you've got this wavy mask. You've still got this untouched. You've got the effect here, the glitch effect here. So that's the filter glitch effect. And this is in the Photoshop beta. So please, as I mentioned, download it from the beta, the Creative Cloud. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments. Will you use this filter? Do you find the parametric filters really useful, very powerful? There are lots of great filters in there to check out and try out in combination as well. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Also, please subscribe to the channel, always adding new videos about Photoshop, Affinity Photo, Illustrator, and many other applications as well. Bye.